Today, Saturday, I'm going hiking and camping out near Zhongshan, which is a local mountain here in Zhongshan. First step is to meet some of my friends near Guangdong Pharmaceutical University. It's a big, sprawling university. I actually have some students who graduated from here. Now you can see behind me, there's a ton of construction on this road. Lots of heavy truck traffic and buses. It's loud. It's not very serene, but this is where I'm meeting my friends at a local hotel. And then the trailhead is about half kilometer east of here. The weather is just perfect. It's like the Goldilocks months here in Zhongshan. 75 degrees, a little bit cool at night, especially going to be up on the mountain, should be pretty cold. But it's perfect weather to go for hiking. It's not humid. It's pretty awesome this time of year. Alright, we're at the trailhead. It's popular on a Saturday, mostly with day hikers. I don't know if anyone else can actually be sleeping up there with us tonight. If this little guy can do the hike, I should be able to do it too. And it looks like after an initial climb, it kind of flattens out a little bit as it goes through the valley. There's a running creek. It's just a perfect day to go for a hike. These are scattered all over the mountains. Yeah, so just like all the other trails I've been on in Zhongshan, they're all, for the most part, utility access. So they crisscross throughout these mountains, and this is one of the more popular ones in town. Really?
Yeah.
Wow, that's not very far at all, man.
Yeah.
Maybe 1.5 kilometers?
Yeah.
Yeah? That's very, very short. Shitou.
It's not stone, it's the lion head.
Yeah, it's the head of lion.
Shitou.
Lion head is Shitou.
The first
This
tone.
is the same. Sounds the same. First tone. Shitou. Shitou. Now the trail moves away from the concrete and turns to dirt. Carrying an overnight bag on your back slows you down just a little bit. I remember when I was in my 20s and in the service, this was much easier. And now I'm 40. Hips aren't as strong as they used to be. But as they say in China, 加油.
我们是上的，上的话它是显示不出来的，明白？
Oh, this is very nice. Flat. It's a ridge dirt trail. I see some people up here trail running. I've been told that this trail connects with the rest of Zhongshan, which I plan on hiking soon. It's probably the most popular mountain in Zhongshan. It's a real shame that I haven't been up there yet. But this one has very easy access from the heart of the city. So there's an awful lot of day hikers up here. It's quite lovely up here. Nice little breeze that comes over the ridge, cools you down. Everyone talks about cities and factories and ancient cultures, but one of the true beauties of China is the nature. No one ever talks about it. So this peak is just a resting spot. Behind me, over there, you see that over there? That peak. You have to go down into a valley and back up and camp on the top of that peak for the night. It's about 4:30, the sun's starting to go down. Well, the view from up here is amazing. If you go west, you have the city, but if you go east, there's this beautiful reservoir lake. It's completely untouched. I mean, it's surrounded by mountains, but no development. There's no power lines, there's no roads. I'm told there's a few trails, but there's no little villages or encampments. It's gorgeous. One last push to the peak. Race you guys to the top. Hello. 你好。你好。你好。Bunch of hammocks. There's a couple of old guys up here having tea, which is great. It's a wonderful, like, communal atmosphere up here of day hikers. Everyone's taking photos and stuff. It's really nice. It's wonderful. There's not much of flat area. It's really just a peak. So to find a place to set up your tent will be a little difficult, I think. As the sun's going down up here on the top of the mountain, most of the people have gone, but there's a few people who have set up hammocks and they're going to watch the sunset. We're going to set up camp a little bit after sunset, after everyone leaves, so there's a little more space. I don't think anyone else is spending the night up here except for us. But it's magic hour here, and as the grills start to heat up, they're going to be cooking up a storm and grilling some meats. We've got the same thing. It should be a very magical evening up here. Saturday night on the top of Shitou Shan. I think I said that right. They told me it means lion's head in English. This whole area is considered Wuguishan Park, basically. It's all a protected area. And Wuguishan, Wugui Mountain peak is right behind me. And I haven't done that yet. It's the most famous peak in Zhongshan, and it's a place that I definitely need to go explore some more.
Yeah,
it's a Lion King.
Yeah.
Circle of life.
Okay. 听不懂中文吧？
一点点普通话，一点点说。Nice gentlemen have invited me to share some of their tea, so it's very hot. Gotta love China. I love China. People are so hospitable. How is the tea? Is it good tea?
Yeah, very good.
Yeah?
Good to have something warm.
Yeah. Oh, it warms the cockles. Oh, something super hot.
You know this tea?
No.
Guan
Yin. What's special about this tea? Nothing special about it, huh? Okay. Well, it's a soup broth. Finding a suitable site to pitch your tent here, I'm going to be on a hill a little bit, but I need to stake it down because it's steep on both sides on this ridge, and if you fall, you'll fall forever. It's almost would be better just to string a hammock up and sleep in a hammock for a night rather than in a tent. It's a little hazy. It's starting to get into fall. It's not pollution, it's just haze because we're near the ocean, but the air is clear, crisp. I hear birds chirping. You got to get away. They like to play a little techno music, some of the older folk, as they drink their tea. I don't understand that. The city lights are starting to come up right now, and it's wonderful. People go to the cities and they have a good time, but you gotta come into the mountains sometimes and see it from afar to truly appreciate it. Okay, we're losing the light real fast, so it's time to break out our grills and start to cook. So we just finished cooking up my steak. Now we got some chicken grilling. Our neighbors over here are cooking up a storm. Looks like some hot pot, maybe? No?
Yeah,
it is hot pot? Is it a hot pot?
Yeah.
We still have chicken. These are not like real campsites that we're at. We're literally just camped on the trail, on the peak of this mountain. So I set up my tent. It's a little one-man tent, but I still am sleeping between two rocks. So it's about 10:30 at night. Everyone else went to sleep. I walked down the ridge a little bit. It's almost the full moon out, so I can walk without the lamp. Look to the south. You don't see anything. It's just mountains and mist. But if I look to the north, Zhongshan really is a beautiful city. And up here on this ridge, you get an incredible view of the entirety of the city. And it's all down there. And you don't hear a single thing. There's no horns honking. There's no cars or motorbikes or big trucks. It's like a painted mural without a sound. It's great to see your city from this vantage point. Alright. I'm gonna head back up and call it a night. Good morning. It's about 5:30 in the morning up here on this hill. It's really cold. I did not sleep well. But of course, you know, when you go camping on the side of a mountain, you're not expected to sleep well. A lot of people up here watching the sunrise. They started coming up very early and then they just flooded. It's a very popular place on a Sunday morning, but I see why. It's absolutely beautiful. The lake is dead flat and reflecting the trees on the shoreline with a very light cloud cover. Okay, so that's the end of our camping trip. So it's mostly downhill at least. But there are a couple of steep inclines to get back to the trailhead.